Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this finally Friday morning. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedeau, and we're just getting started with your news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. You might have figured it out by looking at your own backyard. The National Weather Service says this 2019 spring thaw is about as good as it gets for reducing the threat of a major flood. The agency's most recent outlook says so far the slow melt is near perfect. Temps around 40 during the day, refreezing at night, plus lots of dry weather.
But as many people in the valley know, conditions can change pretty quickly if the weather turns, and it all depends on the amount of precipitation we get over the next several weeks. The Weather Service will update its snow melt and future flood potential in a Monday report.
It is now 10 minutes before the top of the hour, and some people may see a little precipitation today. What are we looking at, Justin?
And thank you, Jordan and Lisa. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we are mainly dry again through the day today, but we actually do have a slight chance of some moisture in the form of some rain or some snow showers further north going through later on this afternoon. High temperatures a little warmer today into the Fargo area into the lower 40s. We're starting off near 20 degrees across our Lakes Country area counties. A little cooler off to the north, some areas into the upper teens right now, including the Valley City area and into, say, the Foston, Bemidji area. Everybody else into the lower to mid 20s to start off the day today. Actually, Cavalier is one of the warm spots at 32 degrees. We have that flow from the south, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wind not going to really be that much of an issue until later on this afternoon when it picks up and flips around to more of a northerly direction. Visibility across the region has been good. We've gotten some reports of some fog out toward the Oaks area. Now, Fergus Falls is reporting a quarter-mile visibility, so some fog in that direction. Everybody else is looking pretty good, reporting maximum visibility seen here as 10 miles. High pressure in charge of our forecast, working off to the east, and that's giving us a southerly flow, a light southerly flow today. That will change when a cold front makes its way through. Cooler air behind the front, and it will give us that chance of some rain or some snow showers further north as we go through later on into the afternoon. So an increase in the clouds today. There's the 20% chance of a rain or snow shower, upper 30s to lower 40s for highs, with temperatures falling back through the 20s. Partly cloudy skies through this evening, and starting off into the teens for Saturday. Plenty of sunshine and cool, with high temperatures close to that 30-degree mark as we start the weekend. And we're going to warm up just a little for the day tomorrow, for the day on Sunday. High temperatures getting into the mid-30s with mostly sunny skies lasting through Monday and Tuesday. Highs near 40, 45 Wednesday, but 35 on Thursday. Our next chance of some moisture after today will be midweek next week with a chance of some rain or snow showers. There's your weather. Let's check in with Al now with your traffic.
Well, Justin, we certainly have the makings of what looks to be a pretty sunrise out here this morning. The eastern horizon ablaze with pastels. Love to see that kind of stuff. Traffic this morning, well, things are picking up out here as well. Northbound Interstate 29, and I'm on 29 right now, headed south. That's just about at the tri-level. Northbound I-29 traffic is really quite brisk this morning. It's definitely picked up. Southbound I-29 traffic's fairly active as well. Road surface is dry. Things are looking like they're pretty darn good. Interstate 94, and I'm at the top of the tri-level right now, and I'm looking to the east. Interstate 94 westbound traffic looks to be fairly active this morning. Not as busy as you'd normally see this time of day, but there's certainly enough going on out here. Travel speed right around normal is 60 to 65 miles an hour. Road surface is dry. Ramps are in great shape. If you're driving around town, be careful for some scattered slip areas, you know, from where the runoff is frozen, and there are some of those slippery spots you're going to run into. Drive carefully today. And always, Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
It's now 6 minutes before 7. We have exclusive video of a Thief River Falls house fire this week where a woman's body was found. Police say a woman who was living in an upstairs unit was found dead after firefighters put out the flames Wednesday night. The Ramsey County Medical Examiner is conducting an autopsy to determine how she died. The victim's name is not yet being released.
23-year-old Devon Polchinski is in jail on murder and arson charges. Police say he rented part of that house. They also say that 3 people were arrested in a drug bust at that house within the last week, but police aren't saying if those 2 cases are related. New charges have been filed against a Fargo man after the death of his 7-year-old son and the serious injuries sustained by his 5-year-old. 31-year-old Christopher Devine now faces charges of criminal vehicular homicide and criminal vehicular injury in connection with a crash on South University Drive in Fargo on Saturday night. Police say Devine told them that he'd had about 5 or 6 shots of whiskey before getting behind the wheel.
His medical records show his blood alcohol level was .267. That's more than 3 times the legal limit for driving. His 7-year-old son, Jason, died Wednesday from injuries suffered in that crash. 5-year-old Brandon is still in critical condition. Bail is set at $1 million for a man suspected of stabbing someone to death in Wahpeton. Authorities say 38-year-old Adam Awender is accused of intentionally causing the death of Billy Joe Phillips. Officers responded to a Center Street apartment Monday for a report of a stabbing where they found the victim dead of multiple stab wounds.
Police believe that the 2 men were both involved in a romantic relationship with the same woman. A criminal complaint says Awender claims the stabbing was in self-defense. A snow day relief bill awaits the governor's signature in Minnesota. A bipartisan compromise approved by both the House and the Senate yesterday gives school districts more flexibility for making up all the days they canceled this winter because of the bitter cold and heavy snow. Minnesota normally requires public schools to hold 165 days of classes every academic year, or they could lose state aid. This bill lets districts off the hook for this year only. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum took similar action earlier this week.
Construction on what will be the tallest building in Fargo has hit a snag. Crews on the scene tell Valley News Live that a wrong piece was put in place during the construction of a parking ramp. They noticed the issue on Wednesday and spent yesterday taking what was built on top of the piece apart. The 379-space parking ramp is part of the Block 9 project on Broadway in downtown Fargo and will include an 18-story building. The project manager says he's glad crews caught the issue early in construction. He says crews say the repair won't delay construction. They're still on pace to open the parking ramp by this summer. Over 200 of the top professional cowboys and cowgirls will be in Fargo this weekend, where they're competing for points to make it to the National Circuit Finals in Florida.
And our own cowgirl, the Valley Today's Abby Furchner, joins us live from the Fargo Dome with more on the PRCA Rodeo. How's it going, Abby?
It's going good, guys. I'm here with Robbie Hodges, who's the barrel man, and I'm actually inside the barrel that's going to be at Fargo Dome this weekend at the PRCA Rodeo. And so, Robbie, what can people expect when they come out? You guys have a jam-packed show.
We do. It's going to be full in here. God, there's a lot of people. You put a lot of hay in this big building, too. I know. You know, we try to do a different show every night a little bit. You know, you're going to get to see some different Southern stuff, you know. Just have a good time here. That's the main thing. I'm so sick of politics. I'm so sick of that. Just give us 2 hours of your time. Let's get rid of it and just have some fun out here. You know, it's rodeo time. Going to see all the standard events. If you've seen the guys on television, you're going to see them here, you know, and that's pretty cool. And the animals, too. Moss Brucker does such a great job with their animals, and they're so strong, and you're just going to have a good week. He's always famous with his great bucking horses, you know, and they'll be jumping fence high here. It's going to be great. And like these seats are pulled right up next to the place, you know, it's so good to get to be right on top with the people. You know, you can relate to them a lot easier here.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And you're the barrel man. So what is a day in the life like? What is your job like, Robbie? Well,
my job mainly is to entertain all these folks when they get here, you know, and but then the bull riding starts. It gets pretty dangerous. You know, my job is to keep I use this to keep them safe. You know, when there's nobody to help the two bullfighters, when with your 90 points or 0, you're going to get bucked off, obviously, and there's no other way to get an alpha bull. So you're vulnerable for a few seconds, and the bullfighters come in and say, well, my job is to make sure they get home safe.
Wow, what a job. It sounds like a lot of fun. It looks a little scary. Yeah, some days it might be a little scary, but you're going to want to come out and see the PRCA Rodeo tonight at 7:30. Can't make it tonight. You can always go tomorrow as well at 7:30 p.m., and we'll have a way to get those tickets on valleynewslive.com.
And Abby, are you going to drop down in that barrel and, you know,
get bucked around by some of the animals there?
No, we haven't had any of the animals come in yet, but that's actually a blessing in disguise, because when we were out there doing interview this morning, they were getting a little feisty. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise I didn't get on one this morning.
Yeah, getting amped up.
They're all out there freeze drying right now.
All right.
He says it's cold. It's not cold.
No, it's warm out there. But Abby Furchner reporting live. Thank you very much this morning. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, 15% of people haven't changed this daily routine in at least 2 years.
What they have for lunch. Hey, if that PB&J fills your tummy, why
If it
change
ain't broke,
it?
don't fix it.
All right, a little warmer today, maybe a chance of some rain or snow showers.
Okay. Thank you for joining us for the Valley Today. The Today Show on CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on the Fargo CW.